So what we're going to have a little look at here is one device that we can use for hoisting. So we've got the Petzl Jag here. So essentially this is a pulley system. So there's a pulley at each end with a rope that goes through, and at the top here we've got a little toothed section like our protraction, and that just means that when we start to pull down, the teeth are going to hold it in place. So we're not, it's going to hold it for us. So we use this on our rescue courses as a means of getting a casualty back up so that we can connect them onto a rescue kit. Okay, and we always introduce it just by lifting people up and down. So I'm going to clip the end that's got our tail here onto the course, and I'm going to clip our casualty into the bottom. Casualty in this scenario is just some bags that are just out of shot at the moment, but you'll see them as I start to lift it up. So I've already made sure the teeth are engaged, and all I'm going to do is pull down on this tail. What I'm going to do is manage this sheath because I don't want it to get stuck in the pulley at the bottom, which it has a tendency to do, and you'll quite often see Petzl Jags that have got a ripped sheath. So as I pull down, I'm just going to manage the sheath up until my casualty is at the desired height. Now the good thing about this is it's all rated PPE, so you can actually use it in isolation with a lowering device. You don't need anything else in the system, so it's really nifty for that. Once I've got the casualty to the desired height, I can connect them on to whatever I need to, and then I need to lower them down. The trick here is not to hoist the full capacity of the Jag, because to disengage our teeth, what we have to do is pull down ever so slightly so they're not loaded. So what I'm going to do is pull down, and then I'm just going to use my thumb to pull the teeth out of the way, and there's a little button on top of the device, and then that'll hold them in place, and then I can start to lower my casualty down. If it's on a continuous belay course, it might just be to give them a bit of up, and then we can lower them back on and they can carry on, or it'd be to lower them onto the rescue kit. So I can just lower them all the way down. So another option for a lifting device would be a ratchet lever hoist. So you can get these in different weight ratings, anything from like 150 kilograms up to like big ones of like ton and plus. So this one is a bit beefy, so this one's actually 500 kilograms. You could probably get away with like a 200 or 250 for your ropes course. Unlike our Petzl Jag, this is not an item of PPE. So in the sense of a rescue or using it on our course, we'd have to ensure that we had another system for our casualty. So that could be their Fall RS lanyards. If you're on a continuous belay course, it could be their safe roller and lanyard. It could be the Kudu Pro Zaza carabiner within the lanyard. So they have to be on something else. It can't just be used on its own. It's really simple. So we've got the hook at one end. That's going to go down to our casualty. We've got the flick switch here. So one side is up, one side is down. If we move it to the middle, we'll be able to just freely move the wheel down. So I can connect that into my casualty. And then what I'm going to do is just pull down on this until I've got the weight of the casualty on the hoist, and then I'm going to flick it to up mode. Now if I had a real person, I would manage this chain because I don't want it to hit them, and all I need to do is use the ratchet and I start to lift that casualty up. The good thing about this device is the mechanical ratchet does all of the work, whereas the Petzl Jag relies on the strength of the individual. So actually some smaller rescuers, if they've got a big casualty, can struggle to lift the Jag, whereas this, it doesn't matter how big or small I am or how big or small the casualty is, as long as it's not over the weight limit of the device will do the work, and all you need to do is move the lever. To simply get the casualty to go down, all I do is flick it to down, and then it goes the other way, and the casualty will start to go back down. It's a really nice and simple bit of kit to use. On all our rescue courses, we always introduce these devices first, so we just get the people used to being able to lift and lower casualties, and then we start to build in our ID system and then our ASAP system. So we do it in nice small blocks.